Hi, Angel. Okay, perfect. Hi, YouTube. We did it. We're live on YouTube. Okay, great. Okay, great. You read a fan fiction like that? Wait, like what? Wait, is the chat on screen? Hold on. Where is the chat? Is it there? Okay, it is there. It's just really small. Yeah. I put it, it's very big. Help. Wait, hold on. I can figure this out. Somebody say something. One's in chat if you're chat, two's if you're not sure. I need this to look not crazy. Up here. I'm scared it's gonna get like cut off. I'm sure it's fine. Moan more? Oh. Well, my socials are pinned. Do a quick drive hi and bye. Well, it's nice to see you, Angel. What's happening in a movie or book is actually happening in another universe dimension. Oh, you read a fan fiction like that. Oh. When what was not crazy? What? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Is it like... Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. No, because that like just cuts off the text. Oh my god. Okay. Gotta figure this out. We gotta get this together. I guess that's fine. Akuma, thank you for the 100 bits. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm remembering now why I usually sit to like one side of the camera when I do like a no green screen situation. Do I need a haircut? I think I need a haircut. I think I just got my haircut. Why does hair grow so fast? What's that about? Is there a way to slow it down? Just chilling on your day off? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. What if I also went live from just my phone on TikTok? I'm trying to think of what I could, like, what can I, like, okay, so I go on TikTok and I watch TikTok lives and it's literally just like somebody like just standing in their bathroom. And I don't know, like, is that what it is? Is that what I should be doing on TikTok? Just standing in my bathroom? Like, what do I just can never understand what people on TikTok want from me. You know what I mean? If you could slow down hair growth, you gotta shave your head every 2 days. It gets old. I have never in my life shaved my head. I've always had some semblance of hair. I think my mom would actually kill me if I shaved my head. She doesn't even like when I get like a fade. She gets like upset when she sees photos of me with like this part of my head shaved. I don't know why. I think it's because she's like a hairdresser that grew up in the 70s. So to her, like everybody should have long, voluminous hair at all times. She doesn't understand like why people cut their hair off. But I'm also just like, as a hairdresser, I feel like you should get that. I mean, I'd still cry if I shaved. I don't think I'd ever shave my head completely. I feel like I'd look a little crazy. Like, I'd have to be like bald. You know what I mean? Like, if I went bald, I'd consider it. And then I'd probably just wear wigs. Because why not? The higher the hair, the closer to God. Go bald. I'm on my way. Get a bald cap. No, I just mean like if I literally went bald. Like if I was like balding severely, I'd probably consider shaving. Because at a certain point, it's like, I think some people really hang on to what little hair they have for like way too long. Because like bald guys are hot. Like there's no reason to like not be bald. You know what I mean? Your grandma lives the same way. When I started shaving my head, she said she could have kept, you could have kept your hair. Yeah. Hi, Alonso. How are you? It tracks me having a wig, so when they say I like men with hair, please, please, please. Love my outfit. Thank you. Just wanted to say hi. Well, hi. How are you? I need to start making doll videos again. I have so many dolls that I could be talking about. Like this bitch. Hold on. You know what? Let's talk about her. Oh god. She's gonna fall. She's gonna fall. Isn't she fierce? She has a gun. She has a fucking gun. Like, is this not cunty? She kind of slays. I tried to sell her too, because I bought her and then I was like, I don't know if she really fits in my collection super well. And nobody wanted to buy her, so I was like, well, I guess I just have this bitch with a gun now. And like, I think she's great. Like, I really like her. But I don't really have any other dolls like this. But that's kind of what's nice about her. Like, it's just kind of cool that she has a gun. She's supposed to be like a vampire hunter or something. I don't know. They always have like little storylines that I don't read because I'm illiterate. It's just like pretty things. I like tiny plastic women. I collect them and then I go, it's probably good enough. Where's she from? She's an Integrity Toys doll. She's a collaboration with Cold Carbon. Cold Carbon is a doll, a like custom doll maker. Cowboy Carter. True. I don't know like a ton about Cold Carbon, but I do know that they did a collab with Integrity Toys where they made like 4 vampire hunter dolls, and I had 3 of them. One of them I did sell, and the 2 that I still have is her and then another woman who has like a stabby umbrella. Why gun doesn't have wooden bullets? Well, I guess so. A picture from a distance, Cowboy Carter. We found her, yeah. I was gonna say she shouldn't be too hard to find. There was 2 boys and 2 girls in the collection. I got the 2 girls and 1 of the boys, but the boys were so valuable that I just sold him instantly. Like I think I paid like $160 for him, and then I sold him for like $400 or something. So I was like, yeah, I can't in good conscience keep him. Like the thing about doll collecting is like when I have so many dolls, there's like it's hard for me to get super attached to any like one in particular. And when one of them is suddenly worth like $400, I'm like, I'd rather have $400 and then I just sell it instantly. Plus, I just don't have any space. Like literally, like I'm so out of space that I just have to keep selling and selling and selling. Like more than anything. It's like I literally ran out of space before I ran out of money. And now I have no space or money, so now what? My socials are pinned. And that's how we got here. They look like anime characters. There's probably some inspiration. I mean, I don't know a ton about that designer, but I know that was kind of an interesting collaboration for Integrity Toys because they don't usually do like fantasy so much. They usually do more like pretty woman in a gown. That's usually their like standard MO. So like it kind of makes sense. I feel like I can see why they would look kind of anime-ish. I don't know. They are from the American line though. They have a Integrity Toys has a Japanese line that is a lot more anime like. Like the dolls look very different. They're still really nice though. I've just never purchased them because they're not really my style so much. Like an anime you would want to watch. I have not watched an anime in so long. I was literally just talking to Saber about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because so Cersei's middle name is Star Platinum. And that's final. And Oh, going about One Piece? I've never seen One Piece. I just know it's like one of those big ones that everybody talks about all the time. There is a doll collector like I would collect Thunderbolt Fantasy Zing Hai. I have no idea what that means. Is that a doll? What? Castlevania. I mean, Castlevania is very vampire-y, right? Hi, Shawa. How are you? How are you doing? How's it going? I feel like, is there too much light on me? Like something's wrong. I kind of changed my camera angle a little bit. I can't tell if I like it. It's a series that uses puppets. You should try turning the camera off. How's that? Is that better? Did I fix it? Do I look better now? Do we prefer this? We could just stream like that all day. You went off on a customer today because she threatened you? I love that. How did that go? Please, Lexus. Lexus, please. What did she want? Why was she going off on you? Axel, please. Axel's determined to constantly unpin my socials at all times. There we go. The puppet show. Wait, what? Why are my titties so clammy? Like, they feel like cold. I don't know what to do about that. Also, I'm in so much pain. I'm finally like healthy enough to start working out again. And I've done 2 days of fucking working out and I'm in excruciating pain. Oil them up. Will that help? Will that make them less clammy? Like, this hurts so bad. She wanted a refund, but online orders have to be disputed. She didn't like that. Oh, because it does it go through like one of those like apps like Grubhub or something? Is that why? Is that how it works or what? Oh my god, that hurts. Ow. Ow. Holy shit. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Oh. The early to mid 90s? I'm trying to think of what show you're even talking about. Ugh. Answer to a prayer. Thank you for redeeming VIP. There you go. You are a VIP now. So glad you're out of customer service. Honestly, same. It's funny because I really like to talk to people, but I find that like working in sales and customer service for so long, I couldn't imagine. I don't know. Like I tried to go back to sales, I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. Oh my god, please. Okay, here we go. Oh, also, how are you? Answer to a prayer. How are you doing? How are things? Gonna be insane All-Star season. Why? I heard that there was a rumor that Maddie Morphosis was supposed to be on it, but she dropped out, and that's why Butthole was added. "12 episodes, 3 episodes per bracket before they meet up." Whoa. 3 episodes per bracket? That's a kind of crazy. That's a really crazy setup. So each group gets their own full episodes. I assumed that they were gonna like kind of splice it together and be like showing like intermediately like this group is doing this and this group is doing that. It feels really crazy to have so many like because like sure, Edda, you can put it in the Discord. No, I'm trying to think of like how the fuck that will work. So you're saying like, is it gonna be like episode 1 is one group and then episode 2 is the next group? That's so crazy. It's crazy that they had that she was had to be like a third choice. Like they didn't have anyone else prepped for it. Did Maddie say why she dropped out, or was she not allowed to? You put it in the doll Chanel. The doll Chanel. I gorgeously look at the doll Chanel. Dolls. Oh, okay. I know what these are. These are obscenely expensive. These are like ball jointed dolls. Who makes these? See? I'm trying to see if anyone actually sells these. I'm assuming these are like something they used in the show. Yeah, I don't even think these are purchasable. These are just like one of a kind for the show. I was gonna say, so you can actually buy dolls like this. They do exist. They're very expensive. This is like when you get into like this kind of doll stuff, you're looking at like easily like $5,000 to $10,000 per doll. I actually know a couple people who collect dolls like that, and it's really fucking wild to me. I'm like, damn, so you can really just buy one doll for $10,000? That must be nice. Like, could you imagine? I wish that were me. I wish that were me. Marionettes. No, like Japanese ball jointed dolls. I mean, not necessarily just Japanese. Really, all ball jointed dolls are expensive. I think ball jointed dolls are a lot more popular in Japan. They usually have sale windows, yeah. And even if you buy them from the company, I mean, like, what Dolphy is like one of the big companies that does like the mass produced ones, and they're still wildly expensive, right? They're like fucking $5,000 a piece or something. Is it to me on Discord? Wait, you said what to me? You DM'd me on Discord or what? Damn, you're really just watching the entire season through spoilers. I don't understand the obsession with like Drag Race spoilers. Like, why not just watch the show when it comes out? Thank you, Gavin. How are you? How are you doing? If only we had been born into families where our grandparents had exploited the working class and poisoned the land. Yeah, that would have been nice. Any DBD night? Probably. I assume we'll do some DBD. Unless we did a swimming pool stream. I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to do swimming pool streams. Yeah, the Pit Stop or other review shows. Yeah, I usually watch it. I mean, we're definitely gonna be watching this season because Lane and I are gonna be covering it for the podcast. For the podcast. So we are definitely going to be witnessing it for sure. For sure. How's my Wednesday? It was pretty good. My whole body hurts because I'm finally back to working out again in the most painful way possible. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I did today. Was worked out until I was in excruciating pain. And now I'm here. I really didn't do anything else. That's kind of crazy. You've been getting bored watching the show? Yeah. Look amazing. Thank you. That's very sweet. I want to look better. Like, the problem is that I spend so much time on social media because it's literally my job that I constantly compare myself to every other, you know, onion farmer on the internet. And that's really difficult because a lot of them do a lot of steroids, which makes it hard to compare. Yeah, no, I'm actually excited for Denali as well. I am very excited for Denali. For Denali. I really need to get my diet together, though. Don't do that. Keep your mental status safe. Akuma, it's literally my job. It's like I have to. I fear I actually have to go on the internet to be a social media content creator. So as much as I'd love to just not, I couldn't do that. Hi Roder, how are you? But you have to compare yourself to others, or else you don't know if you're doing things right. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't, like, it's like if you want to be like the best League of Legends player in the world, you gotta watch the best League of Legends players in the world. You know what I mean? Have I seen the new Scorching Brats? I think so. I'm not a big Brats person, honestly. Let me find them. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they're in these like little like pleather outfits. Oh, they're actually really cheap. They're $15 each. Let's see if I can show them on stream. Where is it? Hello? Oh, there we go. Yeah, these. Got this. We can do this. We can make this work. There we go. Yeah, I think these are cute. But I'm just not really a Bratz person. I thought this was something else. I see now that this is supposed to be a lipstick. That's not what I initially thought it was going to be. Honestly, for $15, that's kind of a good deal. Like, I'm not a big Bratz collector. I loved Rainbow High, and I was really sad when they rebooted Bratz and put like all of their resources into them instead of Rainbow High. Why do they all have lipstick on their shoes? What's that about? They're definitely cute. But I'm probably not gonna buy them, honestly. They keep putting Jade and Brad. They get my free Manta skin. Axel, I have not been on Marvel Rivals in so long. You must know that by now. You must be aware of that. Is there anything else coming out that's... Oh, these. Actually, these I do want. Not all of them, but I want this Cupid doll. Isn't she cunty? Love her. I think she's like already sold out from what I saw, but I'm sure they'll make more because these are G3, right? It ends 5/9/25. Get it before then. Ogre. Yeah, I might have to get on. Oh, these are all kind of cute actually, but it's like, how many Draculara dolls can one person have? I hate this like unpainted pink leg. I just wish they would paint the accessories a little more. I don't know why they don't. Her legs are clear. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Boogie. Thank you for the 69 bits. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really... It's been a while since I've really been, like, enthralled by a doll. Most of the dolls I've been purchasing, if any, which I haven't really bought many, honestly, in the past, like, year. But the ones that I have bought were, like, IT dolls and stuff. Oh, there's a Mithrigan doll. She looks cute. Good old Mithrigan. I do actually really like this as a concept. I like that her face comes off. I think that's really nice. The painted leg is their prosthetic. Yes. But it's not painted. Like, that's what bothers me. It's like an unpainted leg. You know what I mean? It's just like a different solid plastic color. How much is she? They still don't have a price yet. I don't know. MGA drives, or not MGA, Mattel drives me crazy. Oh wait, no, is this doll's already out? No, she comes out at the end of the month. Okay. I haven't even seen her. We're gonna watch Matugan? Maybe. Probably. I'm sure Lynn and I will probably watch it for a watch party. Birthday celebration Cinderella. I don't know about her. I don't know about these girlies. Oh my god, the LeBron James Ken doll. What a wild, this is just crazy to me. Like, what? Huh? This just feels so random. The outfits aren't fully there. You love the faces of the new budget Rainbow High dolls. I haven't really looked at them too much. I feel like Rainbow High, like, I kind of got what I needed out of it, and now I'm like, meh. Like, I have all of the original Rainbow High dolls before they started doing the slime stuff. I bought the first set of slime dolls, and then I was like, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with them. Also, hi, Marisol. Wait, where's Marisol? Is Marisol here? I've not seen her. Yeah, no, I'm really just not that interested in... Oh, I was sad that I missed the Creep production dolls. Oh wait, are they available again? Oh, just kidding, they're available? Which means, guess who's about to spend money they shouldn't right now live on stream? Is it me? Is it me? Fuck yeah. I didn't think these were gonna restock, honestly. Ugh. The Creed productions are so good because they're like really nice, and then they're like $25. You know what I mean? It's like literally like they're like high quality, and then they're just $25. Like, that's crazy. Also, I just want to say, I think it's so crazy when Donald Trump was like, kids will only get $2 instead of 30 this year. Because it's like, who the fuck is buying their child $30? Like, I think about that every day. Like, that's not a thing. They're so cute. Yeah, they're restocked if you want them. These are not. I don't see these available. These were really popular too, which is funny because like they're the ones I care the least about. Because they're not really like main characters. Yeah, I bought those too. I mean, they're only $25. And I have not purchased a doll in a very long time. Wait, how are the black stripes in her hair? Is that like painted on? Is her hair like painted? You felt so attacked by that statement? What, that I didn't really want these? They're cute. These are really cute. But I couldn't tell you their names. Melody and Persephone. Like, I literally have never heard of these characters before. But I also wasn't like a Monster High collector when these came out originally, so I don't know. But I do know Operetta and Toralei. Like, these are like main characters that I've seen many times in different capacities. It comes off pretty easily. Wait, what does? Also, hi, Tony. I'm doing well. Why are you depressed? Stop it. Has anyone told you to just stop being depressed? It usually works. That's what I've learned. Just saying. I've learned the easiest way to stop being depressed is just stop it. The fuck is this? Oh, it's Alika-chan. Oh, she's cute. Oh, but you have to go to Amazon Japan to get her. Of course. Because the bear you're talking to won't acknowledge you. You sent him. Well, never giving your body away for free. Well, there are always options, diva. Being spiteful helps with your depression. That makes sense. I think that, I don't know. I feel like I like low-key kind of cured my depression, and I couldn't tell you why or how, honestly. But I haven't been depressed in a long time. I think it was something about like escaping corporate America. That really helped a lot. Excuse me. Like when I quit my like corporate insurance job, I have not tried to unalive myself since, so it's almost like capitalism is a trap. You know what I mean? Almost. It's almost like there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. I wish Barbie would make something interesting again. Oh, look at this. This is crazy. Who is this for? Like, I am a Ken collector. I have a huge collection of Ken dolls. But like literally, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what exactly are we doing here? Because like in theory, I'm a Ken collector. I should be who this is for. I bet you, okay, now I didn't see this before. I bet you this designer wanted his hair to look like his hair. Now I understand what happened here. Yeah, no, he definitely wanted the hair to look like that. but didn't understand how doll hair works. So this is how we got here. I'm positive that's what happened. That has to be what happened. It's the only option. I'm curious to see what the actual doll's hair will look like. I doubt it's gonna look like that. It's probably gonna look really like shitty. I mean, I think this looks shitty, but like it's probably gonna look shittier. You know what I mean? The Ken version of a what? A Kia Soul? Also, the face is terrible. I kind of like the outfit though. Like it's kind of cool in a way. But the hair's bad, the face is bad. It just looks cheap for like a $45 doll. Cersei's upset. Unicorn Academy. I need to stop looking at dolls. I need to put this away. This is how they get me. Somebody comes in a chat and they're like, hey, did you look at this thing? And then suddenly I'm looking at dolls and then suddenly I've spent $50 on stream. Like, how did that happen? I need to like block all doll related websites on my computer. So I can't do this. Not me spending money, like literally though. Like I'm such a fucking menace. You're just start DMing me random dolls. Please. I can't afford them. Like, if I could afford dolls right now, I would be buying more Integrity Toys dolls. Honestly, but that's not happening anytime soon. But while we're at it, we might as well see what Integrity Toys has going on. Why not? What could it hurt? It's not like I can afford to buy any more dolls, although I did buy her. That's the thing, when people are asking me like what doll did I buy, I literally subscribed to the W Club again because I needed this pink fucking bitch. I needed her. And her scary little dog. Like, what the fuck is this? It's crazy to me because it's like Integrity Toys is so like more or less like hyper realistic. And yet this is what a dog looks like. Pussy pink? Is that? Now listen, I am by no means in any way able to speak on the color of a pussy, but like, is that the color? It just seems a little like hot pink to me. Maybe I just don't know. Both of these colors? Pride Pacts. Oh. Oh. They're just ugly shoes. The way Integrity Toys will like make ugly shoes and then sell them to you for $100 is really crazy to me. I do kind of like these. Not yeast infection, please. The fuck are color infusion bodies? Huh? This is just a headless body. Oh yeah, these are just headless bodies. Oh, she's kind of surveying. Like, these are so cunty. This is why I can't really buy Barbies anymore, because it's like, literally a Barbie will be like $120, and then it's like, you could just come to Integrity Toys and get one of these for $180, you know what I mean? I can't afford either of them, but it's just the principle. Oh, this is something. Why does he look like Jacob from Twilight? I literally thought this was supposed to be Jacob from Twilight at first. Your Love Witch sim? Oh my god, I can't wait to see her. That's so exciting. Their faces are so pretty. I need to stop. I need to get off this website. I need to leave this alone. I need to drop it. I need to stop looking at these. Or else. Can we do confessions? Yeah, why not? You know what? Why not? Need to eat. God. Confessions are always so much. Confessions. Man, I don't remember. Like, bitch, where is it? Ugh. Does someone have the link? Wank Pigo, do you have the link? I feel like you made it originally. Oh, wait, is this it? Oh, I think I found it. Okay. Okay. I found it. I found it. Link. Shortened link. There we go. You don't have the link. It's okay, I found it. I'm just so lazy, I don't want to make a new one. If this works. There we go. Look, we can do both at the same time. Isn't that wonderful? Okay. Okay, great. We did it. We've done it. We've done it. There we go. Confess your sins. Remember Sad Chatter? Whatever happened to him? I don't know. Last time that Sad Chatter was here, I remember he was like going into some sort of like facility. I think it was maybe I imagined it. Maybe? I don't know. I have to pee. Actually need to eat. Okay, work. I have to pee. I'm gonna pee really quickly while you guys get me some confessions. Confess some shit you've done. Also, do my salmon colored shorts match my pink? Does it work? Is it working? Is it working? Tim Cookie Jar. Tim Cookie Jar. Okay, I'll be out. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh. Oh. Caleb definitely got whatever I had. Ugh. What brand are those? These shorts? I don't fucking know. Probably from like Amazon or something. I don't remember. You need a man like me? That's wild. Where do you find one? Well, I'm right here. So, if you're looking for me, you can find me at my socials are pinned. mysocialsarepinned.com. Not like me? Okay. You need a man like. I don't know what that means. Like what? Maybe that's why you can't find a man, because you don't know what you want them to be like. I need a man. Please. First you have to identify what you want the man to be like, and then you might be able to find a man. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Having been single now for, I don't know, 2 weeks, I found a lot of men, and a lot of men have found me, and I don't know. It's almost like overwhelming. You know what I mean? It's like there's too many men. You know what I mean? What do you do about that? Someone to drink milkshakes with and hold hands? We could do that with like your mom, you know. You don't need a man for that. Game bugged out when the gate's open. Too many dicks on the dance floor, please. I don't know if I have the emotional fortitude. I literally just looked at the first confession and I'm like, damn, do I really have what it takes to do this today? Okay. So you might as well just get right into it, huh? This is where we're starting. We're starting with my flared based butt plug absolutely eaten by my soggy slurp hole. That's the bar we're starting with. I don't even know what this is in context to. Although this was submitted in November, so that must have been the last time I did anonymous confessions. I don't know what else that would be related to. You made a dick on Rivals? What? We need to make these not anonymous so we can ban people. If you make them not anonymous, people won't submit. Because like the only way to make them not anonymous, it basically makes you like confirm your email address. Besides, do you really think people wouldn't just make a fake email address? So, wouldn't really matter. Oh god, I'm gonna have to vet every single one too. This is also from November. It's truly a classic. You and all of your mods seem like nothing more than a group of high school mean girls. The way you all speak to some people in chat has gotten around Twitch. The way you and your mods think it's okay to speak to people. You all have ganged up on multiple people before, and it's not okay. Do better. One of my favorites, honestly. Trying to make you all submit. Well, now's the time. I've been asked so many times recently to do anonymous confessions because you guys want to tell me your sick freak problems. So here we are. Parmesan for the copy pasta. I mean, that originally was an anonymous confession. Like, that's where that came from originally. Somebody like earnestly sent that in as a confession, which is so funny to me. Um, One time I had a hookup with this really hot guy, but he didn't tell me he was a sex worker. After we did the do, he wanted to charge me $40. That's wild. And he was like, sorry, I forgot to tell you, I only had $6 on me, so I gave him the $6, but I felt so bad that I shortchanged him. P.S. I never paid for sex, and I wouldn't if he had told me he was a sex worker. Um, First off, $40 for a trick is so crazy to me. Um, I guess everyone has to make a living, but I'm just trying to imagine like my standard for like certain types of things is like more than that. So I don't even know like and like I'm not even doing, shit in person. So that's so crazy to me that people turn tricks for $40. Um but I guess you got to make a living somehow. Also, it's crazy to not it's one crazy to not know that you're hooking up with a prostitute. Like, I guess I don't really like go to like bars and clubs and stuff that often. Maybe there's just more sex workers just hanging around than I imagine. But like I feel like I would know. I feel like you can usually tell. Am I wrong? Like, isn't it usually kind of obvious? I guess I don't know how these things work. We get to Twitch or some shit because this shit is old and annoying. What? I didn't even know if that was in reference to Axel. Busting people after they've already... after they've already... Oop! That's so wild. This is not a confession. This is not a confession. Like, what? The assignment was confessions, unpopular opinions, petty grievances. I'm gonna need you to do better. Like, what the fuck are you confessing? Maybe it was just a quick BJ. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like, no judgment, but like, that's so little money for even that. You sucked them, please. Like, I guess maybe I just don't know the going rates. I don't know. That's just wild to me. It's like... There's a bouncer at my local gay bar who broke up with his husband a few months ago. I want to slide in and get absolutely railed by him because he's an absolute cutie. But alas, I'm too much of a virgin hole. What? First off, I hate hate the term husband. That's awful. Like that makes me want to action park myself. What? What? Like, I'm sorry, what? Um, Second, why not just slide in there? Wait, I'm confused. Is it a confidence problem? Like, just go do it. Just be like, hey, I'm single and ready to mingle. And see what happens. I will say, I have never, like, gone to a public place and, like, tried to pick up a person in my entire life. Like, that's literally never a thing I have ever done. So maybe I just don't know how to do that either. But I feel like it wouldn't be that hard. Like, I would think it would be easier because, like, you're there, there's, like, pheromones, and usually people are a little drunk. I'm a mingle and ready to fuck. Like, am I wrong? Wait, one's in the chat if it's easier to pick a guy up in person, two's if it's harder. Because I feel like online it's more difficult. You really have to have, like, a lot of, like, social finesse. It's harder in person? Really? Like, there's so many skills that are involved in picking up men on the internet. Like, you have to be, like, good at lighting, good at camera angles, good at, like, texting and like long-term conversation. How do you talk to a physical man? You walk up to them and you say words, I think. Getting rejected online is no biggie. All they do is spit on me and call me Rachel's. What? In public, it's awkward. I've never done it, so maybe I just don't understand. Getting rejected IRL is so much worse. I would love for some people to submit some stories of times they got rejected IRL, because I've never even tried. I'll be honest. I've never walked up to a person, like, at a bar and tried to fuck them in my life. Like, I've never even... Because, like, I'm just perpetually online, so... In apps, you don't accidentally go on tangents about your hyperfixations. Oh, I do. But also, I feel like I do it strategically because I want them to know what they're getting into. Like, on any of my dating profiles, it's like, there are a lot of photos of me from, like, my Twitter and my Instagram, things where I'm dressed slutty, dolls behind me. I want them to know right off the bat, like, I'm not normal. This is not going to be like, if you decide to speak to me, this is not going to be a normal experience. Hi, Bear, how are you? Like, I feel like it's easier that way. So all the, like mask for mask, like, duty gym bro motherfuckers don't even, like, give me, like, a glance. Like, I don't care. I'm not interested in whatever the fuck that conversation's gonna be. Also, I have to say, like, so in, like, the Western New York area, I've learned very quickly if somebody puts, like, sports, or they have, like as an interest, or they have, like, a photo of them wearing, like, a Buffalo Bills jersey, I absolutely will not speak to you. I'm not interested. I cannot pretend to have a conversation with you about sports or the Buffalo Bills. Like, I literally just can't. It's like, that's like my hard it's my hard stop. We can't do that. I just can't do it. It's just not gonna happen. Joe Rogan listeners, DL mask for mask, bro. I'm not interested in anyone who's DL either. Like, just, I don't get it. If they're in a volleyball team, well, that's different. Okay, so just to clarify, if you play a sport, that's fine. I just can't be bothered with like sports watchers. Especially here, it's like an epidemic. In like the Buffalo area, it's insane. Like they never shut the fuck up about the Buffalo Bills. Like I literally don't care. Gay rugby, well that's hot. Yeah, no, if they play a sport, that's a different story. That's like more of like a real hobby in my opinion. Watching sports, not so much. Not a real hobby. Watching sports is not a real hobby. You heard it here. You met the sex worker on Sniffy, so you couldn't tell in person. Okay, so once again, I'm confused. They didn't like preface it. Like that's crazy to me to be like on a dating app as a sex worker and not in some way making it clear. Like I'm sure you probably, well actually now that I think about it, you probably would get banned because that's illegal. But it just seems kind of crazy to me that it wouldn't be like more obvious in some way. Like there has to be some sort of like code for these things. You like the Buffalo Bills? Oh God. Your college's gay rugby team, very friendly. I hung out with rugby guys in college, but they were all allegedly straight, so. This is crazy. I found out that these cum dump was a therapist, and then I found out his Twitter, and I sent a message saying I would fuck him for free therapy. That's so powerful. But follow-up question, did he accept? Like, how are you just gonna end it there? Did he ever message back? That's so crazy to be a therapist, but also identify as a cum dump. He didn't answer. Is this you, Tim Cookie Jar? Tim Cookie Jar. Why do all rugby players have fat asses? Probably just the exercises they do. Certain types of exercises will really like boost your ass generation. It was wild. You heard gay rugby, then the ads came. Oh, well. Well? I'm straight, but your boobs turn me on a little bit. I love this. That's really nice. I mean, you could be a little bisexual. Because, like, I'm gay, but I feel like I can get it. Like, boobs are nice. You know what I mean? Like, when I look at a woman's boobs, I don't really feel the need to, like, do anything about it. I'm just kind of like, they're there. But I understand that they're nice. Does that make sense? It's like I can see the appeal, it's just not for me. It's like, I know that like zucchini's good for me, but I don't really want to eat it. Equipment manager. That's very sweet though. I mean, hey, my socials are pinned, so. He won't let you slide in because you're a virgin. That's wild. I have so many more follow-up questions now. Okay, so when you said you were a virgin, I thought you meant like in a metaphorical sense. I didn't know that you meant like you were literally a virgin. didn't know that people would say no to someone because they're a virgin. Was this sound? A virgin who can't drive. Like, I'm really trying to like rationalize that in my brain. I don't think I'd ever say no to somebody because they're a virgin. Maybe if they're like really young. Like, I'm not really interested in anyone under the age of like 25 at like the youngest, probably. Even 30 is like kind of. It's like I'll accept people between like under 30 if they're like over 25, I guess. I don't know. Just like it's crazy to me. But yeah, if I met like a 30-year-old virgin, probably still fuck them as long as they're cute. Why not? What's the problem with virgins? They just don't have any experience. With two virgins, it's not very fun. You gotta have a little bit of mileage. I will say when I was a virgin, I didn't tell anyone that like I remember when I lost my virginity, I did not tell the guy. I just faked it till I made it. You know what I mean? And then my first time bottoming, I also did not tell the guy. I did not. I just let it happen. I found an older man who I knew was like an experienced top, and I was like, let's go. And I told him after. Was I a starfish the first time I bought? I literally couldn't tell you. Hi, Clumpy. Like, genuinely, I don't remember. I was like 19. That's like 11 years ago? 12 years ago? That's a long fucking time ago. You lost your virginity when you were pissed the fuck off? Oh, nothing, Clumpy. We're just doing some anonymous confessions. Chat's confessing anonymously to me their sins. Being an apprentice? An apprentice? What the fuck do you mean? Okay. I've been hooking up with the two guys in their 20s for a couple of months. It recently came to my attention that they don't like each other. When I mentioned one to the respectively, one of the guys has sworn to steal me from the other permanently, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm coming on a regular basis. Is coming on a regular basis worth potential high school bullshit? I feel like it all depends on how hot they are, honestly. What are the guys in my area like? Canadian. I learned very quickly that most of the men on dating apps are in Toronto. So that's inconvenient. But it's not that far away. Like, Canada's not that far away. It's like I could get there in like an hour, but it's just, that's a long way to drive. The Maple Queens. I've had two, also hi coffee. I've had two like major responses from these Canadians as well. I've had some of them like be like, "Oh, ew, you're American," and then stop talking to me. And then I've had others be like, "Oh, you're American? You should come to Canada and I'll take care of you and I'll make you mine." And I'm like, I feel like I could at least I'd have health insurance, you know what I mean? Anderson, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You like America? It's a favorite country of yours. Are you from America? As somebody who's from America, it's not my favorite personally, but it's what I'm stuck with. Although I'm right next to Canada, so my America escape plan is either Canada, Ecuador, maybe Australia, maybe the UK. I'm not sure yet. Canada first. Like, at the end of the day, I can fucking stuff a kayak in the river and paddle across the border to Canada. So that's how I'm gonna get out of here once we go like full Handmaid's Tale. Whatever happens next, I don't know. Hi, Gay Yoshi. You're from Canada? What part of Canada? I live near like Toronto. Like I live near Niagara Falls, basically. Alberta. I have no idea where Alberta is. I couldn't tell you if that's on the East Coast or the West Coast. Or the only Canadian areas I really know at all are like, I know Toronto, I know Vancouver, I know like British Columbia. Those are the only things I can think of. Is Vancouver in? No, maybe I don't. Is Vancouver in British Columbia? I think it is, right? I could be totally wrong. Oh, also, yeah, back to this. I don't know. I think this entirely depends on how hot the men are. Because it's like clearly they're both offering you something different if you feel the need to continue to fuck both of them. Because the one guy swore to steal you from the other one, but clearly you don't want to stop fucking the other one, or you would just stop fucking one of them and that would solve your problem. So it's kind of wild that it's like, I don't know what they're both giving you that you like. I don't know. Can't you just stop fucking one of them and then find somebody else to replace whatever that person was giving you? Like, I don't know if I understand the predicament. This is crazy. You had this regular hookup. We had sex occasionally, but he was saying all these lovely things, telling me that I was perfect and we should be good together and stuff. I was ready to settle down with him, but in the end, all he really wanted was to make a sex tape with me. Then he ghosted me. I mean, I'm cool if that's all you wanted. Just don't get me in my feelings. Thinking about a relationship if all you want is a sex tape. That's crazy. Yeah, no, that's really insane. I would be really pissed off. But also I feel like as a content creator, like that's the first place people go with me is they're like, hey, want to do like a collab? You know what I mean? So I feel like I kind of have the opposite problem. Like usually that's where people start. But then again, I'm not really looking for a relationship, so it doesn't really bother me, but so you hate gay culture sometimes? Yeah. I mean, was the sex tape for something, or was it he just wanted to record? Like that's so bizarre to me. Did he sell it? Is he like a spicy content creator, or I feel like I have so many follow-up questions. That's really fucking sad though. Like I'd be upset. It's crazy to like film a sex tape with somebody and then ghost them. Vancouver because it's West Coast, Alberta is next province over. Oh, okay. All right. You know, this is really crazy. I can't even imagine how I would react to that. I'd be really fucking sad though. Yeah, I've been rejected a few times because I'm a virgin. All right, well, it sounds like you just need to fucking get it over with. Because like there are so many men in the world, and I'm sure a lot of them are not going to give a fuck that you're a virgin. It's so weird. I can't imagine like meeting a hot guy and being like, I really want to fuck you. Oh wait, just kidding, you're a virgin. Bye. Like I'm like really trying to like comprehend that. So many men, so much trash. Any tips and tricks on how to get your hole ruptured by a guy? Ruptured? I have not been a bottom in many years. So I'm probably not the best person to ask, but when I was a bottom, I just used dating apps. That's all I did. It wasn't that hard. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like when I hear other people talk about dating, it's like really crazy to me how many struggles you guys have, because I feel like you just go online, you search for gay man, you find gay man, and then you can go on a date, or you can go and fuck them, or like, I don't know, like, it's like, I feel like gay men are so easy. It's like not difficult. Am I wrong? You're literally attractive, that's why it's easy for you. I feel like I wasn't, when I was like younger, I wasn't that attractive. Weren't the people you talked to crazy? Show us young Adam. I don't really have a lot of pictures of when I was younger, honestly. Like when I was in like college. I'm trying to think if I had like a good one. I don't even know where I would find younger pictures of me. I didn't really take a lot of pictures of myself. Like, that's the other thing. Like, I started taking pictures of myself, like, because I became a Twitch streamer. And it became part of my job. Like, I really wasn't a big, like, social media person before that. What did you miss? We're just talking about dating. It is hard to get guys to come out of their holes. What do you mean, Del? One of the reasons why I don't like messaging with the virgins, for me, it puts a lot of pressure on me. I feel like I have to make it the very best time of your life so you can enjoy the moment for your first time. No, I actually think it should be the opposite. I think if you're gonna have sex with a virgin, you should make sure it's really bad. That way they don't like sex. and then they become religious, and then they become religious fanatics. That has to be how it happens, right? Is that how people become, is that how we get MAGA gays? Make them straight. Less competition. I don't know, just, I feel like just be good at sex. I can't imagine. Is it really that much pressure? Is it that hard? Like, oh, I see what you're saying, Dill. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, personally, I have never really gone on an app solely for the purpose of finding someone to fuck like right now. Like, I've never been that person. Like, I'm not ever looking for like immediate sex right now with a stranger. I usually like to like talk to somebody a little bit. Someone ghosted you even though we planned on meeting up. He had plans to meet up and he was a cute guy. That's rough. That's never happened to me. I mean, I've definitely had bad dates. Like, I've definitely talked to a guy for a while, met up, and it just like zero chemistry. Like, that is one of the things that's harder about apps, is that it's like sometimes on paper it's like somebody's really good at taking pictures of themselves and they're good at texting, but then you meet them and you're like, wow, you really have like no personality. Like, you're literally like if a blank sheet of paper was a person. That's why it's like a lot of times when I'm talking to a guy, it's like if they can't like make me laugh through text messages, then it's rough. I will say it's even better now though, because it's like you can do like voice messages and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's easier to kind of gauge what it would be. So white, I'm a blank piece of paper. You send me funny shit and you just ignore it. It's usually because I don't think it's funny, Axel. So it's like, what am I supposed to say to that? Like, what do you say when somebody sends you something because they think it's funny, but then you watch it and you're like, it's not funny? Do you just want me to reply like, that wasn't funny? Do they have good dick though? Usually if I go on a date with someone and they can't hold a conversation, I'm not gonna go fuck them personally. I feel like maybe that's just me, but you gotta give me something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can drive, shut up. I literally have a car. Yeah. I didn't start the rumor that you can't drive, whoever this virgin is. Now I'm really trying to imagine who in chat is a virgin. Because that's kind of wild to me. That there's virgins in chat. Because most of you are like the local cum dump. Like most of you are literally like on Sniffy's like 100 person cum dump at my house right now. You are? Are you really, Lexus? I didn't know that. You only have 14 bodies. Wank Bagel, I think that's actually more than I do. So, you're a child of God. You know, my body count is a lot lower than you would expect because if you don't recall, I've been in a committed long-term relationship since I was 21. So I stopped real early, but now I'm single again, so who the fuck knows? Time to be the town slut. Maybe I need to fuck my way through Buffalo. You're ace, you would prefer a more kink-based relationship? See, that's interesting because if you're ace, but you do kink things, at what point do you consider that losing your virginity? Like what for gay people, what do you consider losing your virginity? Because I guess I considered it the first time I put my eggplant in a donut, and the first time I put an eggplant in my donut. So I kind of had like two different experiences that I considered losing virginity, but maybe I'm wrong. You're about to slut it up though? Good. Go to the Eagle. I don't know where that is. Is there one in Buffalo? Fish sting. Damn. Maybe I'm still a virgin. Virginity you associate with penetration. Oral and anal virginity. You say if any penetration is involved, like if I allowed someone to rearrange my furniture. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I think virginity is such an outdated concept that's mostly based in misogyny that it's like, I don't even really fucking think about it. So all this conversation about virginity is kind of crazy to me because it just seems like so like antiquated. Like the fuck are you being sold by your father into marriage? Like I don't understand. It's so crazy to me to meet a guy and be like, oh, you're a virgin? Like, no, we're not doing that. Like, why the fuck would I care? Like, what do you have, a dowry? You have no concept. No, I probably shouldn't read this out loud. I'm like reading out loud what might be inappropriate. I love how existential this is. I have no concept of the end of life gay. I don't know what it looks like. These het boomers I see at work have families they built, but what will my gay ass have? What sucks is that this is where my post-nut brain goes every time. Hope you enjoyed that, but it's pointless, you know? Whoever wrote this, if you're not aware, you probably have depression. I'm not a doctor, but that's probably what a therapist would tell you if you said this to them. I kind of get that though. Like I do get it. I've definitely had that thought before of like, do I want to, you know, like have a family and kids and stuff? But like, I'm in my 30s now, and I've never once enjoyed the presence of a child in anywhere near me. Like, I just don't like kids. If they're old enough to speak, I can have an interaction with them, but I'm not like interested in doing that for like on purpose. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to like if my friend has a kid, I usually try to spend less time with them. Just as a general rule of thumb. So I can't imagine really wanting a kid for any reason. Hi Daya, how are you? Um like I respect that people have children, but I remember at one point, like when I was like in my late 20s, I said to my mom, I think maybe I should think about having kids. And my mom said, enjoy your life, don't ruin it with children. And I was like, work, mom. Thanks. So, you know, you're still here, by the way. Who wants to subject a kid to current year? Yeah, I think I don't know. And it's like sometimes I think about my parents, and it's like if my parents didn't have me, they probably would have went on to be like very successful and potentially even famous musicians. Hi, Olivia Mooney. Um, because my mom was a really talented singer, and they were actually really successful musicians before they had me and my brother. Um, and they kind of stopped because there was a lot of traveling, and it was just hard to do with like two young kids. Are you the youngest? Yes, but they had me and my slightly older brother in like quick succession. You got lots of kids and they're amazing. I love that for you. I mean, like, yeah, some people really like kids, and that makes sense to me. Like, cause I like dogs and cats. You know what I mean? It's like, so it's like I could have 12 cats and be very happy, but I know a lot of people fucking hate cats, and that sounds like a nightmare to them. Like, that's how I feel about kids. Like, if I even had one child, I don't think I would enjoy my life as much. They're the light and the meaning of your life, yeah. And that's great. And I feel like that's how it should be. Like, I feel like if you're gonna have kids, like, you should really love kids. Just get 12 Merlins. Just adopt 12 old dying cats. I can't afford that. Merlin was so expensive. Always be the cool gay uncle. Yeah, also, you don't need kids to, like, be happy in life, I feel like. At least most people don't. Maybe some people do, but to me, like, I don't know. Thinking that the only purpose in life is to procreate is like a very like heteronormative like concept. I think that you can just look around at like a lot of your straight friends who have kids and be like, "Oh, that doesn't look like fun." Like, not all of them. Obviously, some of them love their kids and are really happy that they have kids. But I've definitely had some friends where I was like, oh, that's really unfortunate that that happened. Chapel. Oh my god, this is so much. Jesus. It's like a fucking novel. Okay. Wait, where the fuck? Hello? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So picture this. I'm 19, nervous as hell. My first time ends up being a chaotic cosmic level disaster that I still laugh about. I'd been dating this guy Jake for a few months, and we decided to go for it during a weekend camping trip in the middle of nowhere. Romantic, right? Stars above, campfire crackling, total privacy, except nope, the universe had other plans. We're in this tiny tent, fumbling around, both of us clueless but enthusiastic. I just feel like it was AI generated. This is getting steamy, and just as we figured out the logistics, a freaking raccoon crashes the party. This furry bandit rips through the tent flap, and probably lured by the bag of marshmallows we forgot to stash, I scream. Jake yelps. We're both half naked, flailing to shoo the hissing demon away. Raccoon grabs the marshmallows and bolts, but not before knocking over the lantern, which sets the corner of the tent on fire. So now we're outside in our underwear stomping out flames. The tent is smoking like a bad barbecue. I'm thinking, this is it. My first time is cursed. But Jake, bless his chaotic heart, is laughing his ass off, and somehow that makes it less mortifying. We put out the fire, the tent's half ruined, we're covered in dirt. You'd think we'd call it quits, but no, we're young, dumb, and determined. We end up in the back of his beat-up pickup truck, under the blanket, giggling like idiots, still shaking from the raccoon invasion. It was awkward, quirky, honestly kind of sweet, despite the fact that he kept checking for more rogue wildlife. Oh. Who the fuck is Jake? Afterwards, we lay there staring at the stars, thinking, well, that was a train wreck, but at least it's my train wreck. Okay. Thank you, Bratz. How are you? I'm assuming you're a Bratz collector. I don't have a ton of Bratz dolls, honestly. You met a cat that caused 10k of damage in a weekend. That's so powerful. Love that cat. And Mycene, I have 0 Mycene dolls. I don't have a ton. I have like 1 or 2 Bratz dolls. I'm not a big Bratz person. I've always been more of, I like Rainbow High a lot, and Barbie and Monster High and Integrity Toys. What was I about to say though? This is wild. This story feels truly like AI generated. I'm assuming it's true though. I mean, that's fun. You only collect early 2010s Barbies, like swapping styles. I will collect any Barbie that I like, honestly. Like, I don't really have like a specific era. I really like 90s Barbies, but I also have tons of like modern Barbies. I love Silkstones. Those are my favorite, but they're wildly expensive, so I don't buy a lot of them, as you can imagine. In context to this though, my first time I met a guy on Grindr, we fucked, that was it. I never talked to him again. And then like, well, actually no, I did talk to him again because like months later he texted me and said, hey, get tested for chlamydia. And I did, and I didn't have chlamydia, so must have been someone else. Clicked all sort of dolls. You sure do, Daya. Now that you're single, we're gonna mingle. Okay, well, what? I mean, you can't. If you send this as an anonymous confession, like, how am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do about this? I don't know who you are. How are we gonna mingle? How are we gonna do it? But yeah, I feel like at this point in my doll collecting life, I'm mostly interested in like Integrity Toys dolls and like Adonis dolls and stuff. Just expect the mingle. I had a guy on a dating app ask me, what's with the figures? I said, I just have a doll collection. And then he never messaged me back. So I was like, all right. Like, it's so funny to me. Hey, bro, sick action figures. Like, I don't know what... He thought I was an accountant. I mean, I do a type of accounting. It's called, My Socials Are Pinned. I just think it's funny, like, I intentionally put photos of, like very much like my Twitter and Instagram type of photos, like, on any dating app I'm using. Just so people know right off the bat, like, I'm a slut, I'm a Twitch streamer, I have a doll collection. I feel like those are, like, the 3 things that people are gonna look at me and be, like, weird about. You know what I mean? The Holy Trinity, yeah. Then again, they're all sluts, so, like, they have no room to judge. The amount of half naked gay man on every fucking dating app is like truly crazy. Okay. Where the fuck do you find gay friends? They either want to play Find the Spot or not play Find the Spot or see if my profession is useful to them. Okay, that's real though, because I recently was on Tinder and I saw a guy who was not even that cute, but he was a paramedic. And I literally swiped right because I was like, honestly, I could use a paramedic in my life. Like, I don't even care what you look like, but that's a useful profession to have around. Most of my friends are straight women, and I don't know if it makes me, I don't, wait, what? Oh, I don't know, it makes me feel on the outside looking in to the gay community. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, after I, like now that I'm single, I realized I don't really have any gay friends. I have a lot of lesbian friends, which is technically part of the gay community. So, I mean, you could just be friends with lesbians. Like, I don't know. Also, is it so bad if you have gay friends who also want to play Find the Spot? Is that so wrong? I feel like that's kind of an added bonus of having gay friends, right? Because, yeah, no, I actually don't really... Well, okay, no, actually, you know what? No, I do have gay friends, but they're all online. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it's like most of my like closest friends are online friends, and I met them all on Twitch, like Haslands, Lane, insert other Twitch streamers that I'm friends with, Deer, Trashly. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of my gay friends are either drag queens or like spicy content creators. James Mansfield, who I would actually consider a very close friend, and a gay friend. Fuck the watch party. What do you mean? Oh, like you as my friend? I consider you a friend, Ray. Yeah, like I consider like people who come to chat friends if they're like here often, like you and Wank Bagel, Lexus, Dill, Axel. I literally just said your name. I knew you were typing it. I knew you were typing it before well, I couldn't say you first. I can't let you have a big head. And you paused. Watch the Parasocial. Yeah, I mean, it is complicated because then it's like, well, how do you, so like in a way, it's like I consider James Mansfield a friend, but it's like we've never met in person. Are we parasocial? We text each other all the fucking time. Is that parasocial? When does parasocial become friend? Still here, by the way. Good. Good, good, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're still here. Maybe you meet IRL. But I have tons of online friends from like playing games online and like all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like the fuck, like I've known like Haslands for like 2 or 3 years. Like I consider him a friend. You know what I mean? We've had like very like deep conversations about shit. Lurch too. Like, is that parasocial? I love my sister, but girl, her man is eyeballs. Would I do something? Please, universe, don't test me on that. I don't know what this means. Your sister's dating the Eye of Sauron? What does that mean? Her man is eyeballs? Like, I don't get it. Oh, like you want to fuck your sister's boyfriend? Is he gay? Wait, when did Lurch have a privacy. I thought he didn't enjoy that type of content. Oh, are you talking about Lurch's onion farming antics? He's been doing it for a little bit. She's dating the early 2010s Geico stack of money with the eyeballs. Please. Not dating a Geico mascot. That's dark-sided. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. But I would say if your sister's boyfriend is hot and gay, then yeah, fuck him. Why not? If he's bisexual, that's a little more complicated, but it's like if he's not fucking her, then what's she really got to lose? If you sleep with your family member's spouse, that's fucked up and you need Jesus. Well, they're your family member's like partner. They're not your family member. Your dad stole your brother's wife. Yes, you've told us about this, Wank Bagel. So now your cousin's also your stepsister. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I remember. My god, my titties. That's just normal North Carolina. Yeah. Oh my god, my fucking chest hurts so bad. Whoa. Okay. We did a 45-minute sex tape. Took me like half a month to get over it. I was pissed and hurt. Like, I'm not looking for a relationship, but there was a part of me like, yeah, maybe it's time to settle down. And he might have made some money off the tape. I gotta copy myself so I can do the same thing. First off, I love that you're calling it a sex tape because it makes it sound like you recorded it on like a VCR. And I hope you did. I hope you have VHS copies of the sex tape because that would be really iconic. Second, that's a lot. A 45-minute sex tape is a lot. Did you film it all in one shot? Like, because like that's like a whole experience. If it's like 45 minutes of like good quality, high production value. If it's just 45 minutes of you like fucking around, that's a little different. Were there multiple cameras involved? Like, how professional was this? When you say sex tape, it really sounds like it was like really professional. It's pushing fucking buttons. Yeah, literally. It's also just like when you're filming that kind of content, like that's a long time. That's like a full movie. That's like, I mean, you could probably sell that for like at least like $30 to $60 per, you know, person who buys it. Like literally. I think that's like usually like the going rate for that length of like material. Can't breathe. Your antidepressants made you last an hour once? That's wild. I took antidepressants for like a year and it never really affected my sex drive. I've always been canonically ready to go. I'm glad I was born a millennial because our population pool is much larger, so there's more options. Gen X and Zoomers have the additional problem of being part of a smaller cohort. Kind of pity them. Guess it matters less if you're a daddy chaser, sugar Splenda daddy though. Yeah, I was gonna say I think dating just within your own generation is kind of weird in modern times, honestly. Who the hell is thinking about these statistics? Yeah, that's also a good point. Am I still putting out-of-pocket ones in? Yeah, if I get any, I might, yeah. I guess I just don't really think about this that much. I mean, as a millennial, but also like millennials are a big generation. Like you also have to think like millennials right now go from like late 20s to what, like probably late 40s. It's like a 20-year, yeah, like it's like an over 20-year span of time. So at the same time though, it's like a like 29-year-old dating a 45-year-old, it still feels like a generational gap, even though you're technically like statistically in the same generation. You're dating outside of your socioeconomic area. You think 30 is the youngest millennial? Is that true? Am I the youngest millennial? I'm 31, so that would make me like one of the youngest millennials. Ugh. That's still a pretty big gap. 1995. That would be that would be 29. I think, right? Technically right now, if you're born in like November. You're a Zoomer. So the youngest millennials are turning 30 this year. Hi, Miss Fire. We're doing confessions and you're late. I looked at the profile picture of Bert on TikTok and I think I slept with him once. So just to clarify, there are two Berts on TikTok. I feel like people might be getting confused because there's one Bert who has been there for a very long time and he always comes and says hi. There's another Bert who's new and I think he just followed me like this week. And that was the Bert who I kept talking to because he was talking about how he had to like change his catheter and like do all kinds of stuff. Like, so that was the Bert. He's a very old, I think. New Bert is the one we stand. I mean, they're both very nice, but yeah, no, the Bert that's been there for a long time doesn't usually say anything that interesting. The new Bert wants to make me his husband. Not catheter Bert. But yeah, new Bert was very funny. Also, he was clearly very old, and when I was playing with Marisol and Lane, he kept calling them the man and the woman, and then when I corrected him and said, oh, like, they're both non-binary, he, like, was very apologetic, and he was like, oh, like, I'm so sorry, like, I don't want to offend anyone. And I was like, for an older queer person on TikTok, I didn't expect him to be so... so like accepting of gender thing. You know, sometimes you find that like old gay man that's like, there's only two genders. Yes, Strawberry, we're doing confessions. I thought this was going in a completely different direction. I was so scared when I read this first sentence. I so desperately want a relationship with my mom. But her dedication to her conservative husband was ruining everything. I keep telling myself she's still in there somewhere. But every time I go back to should be condemned hoarder home to visit, I'm reminded that it will never be the same. My heart is rotten now and full of hatred and fear. Feels bad, man. That's really tough. I will say my mom has always been conservative, and so has my dad. So I kind of get it, but also, like, I guess I take comfort in the fact that I know more about the okay, so the thing about conservatives is that if you stay even slightly educated on politics, you will always know more about politics than them. What, like, period. Like 100%. 90% of conservative fucking, I'm just pulling a number out of my ass, but most conservative like news sources that are geared towards conservatives literally just spread misinformation. So if you actually just pay attention to politics, you can usually argue a conservative under a table in like 5 seconds. So I my mom knows not to bring up politics with me because she knows that I will literally tell her how wrong she is over and over and over again until she just shuts down. Literally, yes, literally. So that's how I handle it. But also, I have a lot of experience with it since my parents have always been conservative. But they're still very accepting of like queer people. They've never been like homophobic. So sometimes it's a little different. If you have like a homophobic parent, that's a little different. But my mom will tell me about how great Donald Trump is, and then I have to explain to her that he's basically ruined the country in like 100 days in a way that's like almost unprecedented. They don't even know the law and the Constitution, literally. Some of your family's like that too. Yeah, I feel like you just have to like if you really want to have a relationship with someone who's like fully brainwashed, like MAGA, a Trump person, your options are either never talk about politics at all or know every single thing there is to know and keep up with the news cycle so aggressively that they will not want to talk about politics with you. That's my preferred option. Because I can only hold my tongue for so long. You go into politics and now they hate that I'm into politics because I'm left leaning. Yeah. I mean, it is rough though. I have friends that are also um what the fuck is this? Someone submitted like their fan fiction. I'm not reading all that. I'm so confused. Wait, hold on. We're supposed to hold our tongues? No. But now you're curious. Okay, so they're always on the teas and the bathroom, but I'm out here always thinking about the criminally horny gays in the bathroom. There's a corn category that starts with an S and ends with a Y, and it's so problematic. I always wonder why they don't go after us when we're attracted to the same gender. We even eroticize fetish public bathrooms. I don't know, girl. I have no idea what corn category starts with an S and ends with a Y. Slurpee. Oh, sodomy? That's just butt stuff. What? Slavery? I'm trying to think of like what could be this category that's so problematic. Like I really don't know. Save, yeah, bathrooms. Is it related to bathrooms? Hmm. Oh. That's like a really that's stinky. Swampy, please. Um okay. You're talking about when they eat the poo-poo. Isn't that problematic? It's just gross. It's also that's also not gay. That's not like specifically gay. Like just on like statistics alone, I'm sure there's way more straight people who do that than gay people because there's more straight people. And also straight people are just usually more fucked up, I think. Personally, in my personal experience knowing straight people. Eat the poo-poo. I mean, I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. So the real reason, this is like just the genuine reason why it's all about trans people is it's just a numbers game. There are way less trans people and way less openly trans people than there are openly gay people. So the problem with just coming for gay people now is that there's so many of us that are openly gay that it's like most straight people know a gay person. You know what I mean? Whereas like there's not nearly as many straight people who know a trans person. So it's easier to demonize a group of people that the straight people don't know. Does that make sense? Like that it's harder for them to be like, hey, gay people are evil, when like being openly gay is such a pervasive thing in culture now. Is redirecting the anger after losing the gay marriage battle. What if it's spy? Maybe? Is that a category that I don't know about? That seems illegal. I think that's a crime. Anyway, yeah, no, it's truly just a numbers game. That's why they're picking on trans people now. Because like it's like there's just culture has moved so far in the direction of like gay people being accepted, especially like cisgender gay people, that it's like harder to scapegoat us than it is to scapegoat trans people. So unfortunate, but that's why it's really important for all queer people to fucking stand together and defend each other, because like we've all fucking seen this shit before. Like we know what they're fucking doing. Never forget my first stream in here. Adam kept mentioning corn, and I was like, yes, we love corn, girl. About 3 hours into the stream, I realized he actually meant by that. You thought I was talking about like the vegetable? Hi, Adana Banana. What? I don't know. I did a banana. Thank you for the 69 bits. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I just read, so I'm not going to show this or read it out loud, but I will post it in the Discord for anyone who wants to read it and may or may not know what the fuck this is. I'll put it in the 2 spicy confessions. I don't even think this is like spicy. Maybe it is. I don't know what this means. It feels like it feels like when like, you know, when like Nazis come into chat and they try to get me to say something that's like really offensive, but I don't understand it. You know what I'm talking about? It feels like that. So I'm not gonna read it out loud or show it. What does that mean? Do you know what that means? Oh, is this a reference to something? Oh, okay. I've been suffering from jock itch for the past 2 weeks. Please pray for me. If you have a really bad jock itch, I personally would recommend like getting like a tea tree oil cleanser. Those are really effective for getting rid of funguses. Recommend prayer. Oh my god, what is this? Oink bagel. Oh god, oh god. Okay. Is this like a whole, like, comic strip? What is this? Hello? Ham and cheese tongue. Not a threat to my security. Athlete's foot cream. That could probably work too. I like tea tree oil because it's like very versatile and you can use it for like everything. And it's also cheap. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to pee. I'm also hungry. I'll be right back. Good luck, everyone. I'm back. Ugh. A restricted sandwich. Ugh. Ugh. I'm so hungry. This workout routine has been like kicking my ass. And it's like I'm not eating nearly enough fucking food. And because I just forget to eat. So then I'm just like starving on stream. You know what I mean? So now I eat sandwich. Thanks, Daya. Not an aggressive twerking emoji. Sandwich. Mm-hmm. 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 I low-key want to fuck this straight coworker to fuck with his straight ego problems just to spite him. Is it villainous? Yes, but God, it would be so easy and fun. But wait, but is he straight? I'm so confused. What? Like, what do you mean? But what do you mean? But what do you mean? He's straight, but you want to fuck with his mentals? But how do you fuck him if he's straight? It's no longer a non. I think it never is with Ray. Ray might as well just type his shit in chat. Like, some of you, the second I ask a follow-up question, you just answer in chat. You have him wrapped around your finger? Does that mean he wants to fuck you, though? Yeah, no, same. I love when somebody does another confession to defend themselves. Not raw dairy. He makes jokes about doming you at work. You ever have anything to confess? Not the one-upping confessions. Straight men love flirting with you. Probably because you're a hoe. If I know anything about men, it's that gay or straight, they love a hole. I should have made coffee. Was it too late to make coffee? LOL, that's funny. I love that as the start of a confession. But yes, I can last up to 45 minutes to an hour, and it was short. It was shot off a cell phone, but it's great quality. People that know my performance level probably know who this is now. And it was all done in one shot. That's not even one yet. Yeah, that's probably true. I probably should make coffee now. I did start early too. It has to be Dill the Hole. I don't think it's Dill, because Dill wouldn't submit this anonymously. Also, I've never heard of Dill being even slightly interested in settling down with a person. This is a follow-up to the person who had a guy who was being really sweet to them. He was thinking about maybe settling down with this guy, and then They filmed a sex tape and then the guy ghosted him. Zapster? I haven't seen Zapster in chat yet, so I don't know. I feel like Zapster stories are a little bit more unbelievable. Come on, Tarantino, please. We just got here. Yeah, this was one of the first confessions, was the one about the sex tape. So it would also have to be somebody who would call it a sex tape. So they have to be older. It could be I was gonna say it could be Odd Child, but I can't imagine Odd Child ever wanting to settle down with somebody. Drag them? Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, literally, Lexus, when have you ever said sex tape? It's like, people in their 20s don't say sex tape. That's like, you've got to be at least 35, maybe. At least. Maybe 40. I'm really trying to think of who this could be. What do you mean? You say that all the time. I'm glad I get you. Oh no, I know, Dill. They just said it? Oh, wait, who did? Oh, Akuma. Wait, Akuma, how old are you? I thought you were young. Old maiden type of chatter. You're 38? Akuma, I literally thought you were like 25. That's wild. That's kind of hot though. You're 43. Akuma does give off young vibes, yeah. That's so crazy. I'm sorry that happened to you, but also it is funny. I'm sorry that your trauma is funny to me. I also thought you were early 20s. I don't remember ever saying that. What should I be saying as a 24-year-old? Sex video. I feel like that's definitely less elderly than sex tape. Like, do people in their 20s even talk about tapes? Like, I'm literally trying to think of the last time I heard like a Zoomer mention the word tape, unless they're talking about like Scotch tape. Like, I feel like when I was a kid, DVDs were a thing. Like Lincoln bio. We filmed a Lincoln bio. Sex TikTok, please. You've mentioned tape like that before? We just say my socials are pinned. Laser disc. Not laser disc. You had VHS and DVDs too. I guess that makes sense. Like, my mom still has VHS tapes in her house. She has a lot of them. So I guess there's probably a lot of VHS tapes like floating around, like residually. Just like in my mind, like when I was a kid, we weren't really using VHS tapes anymore. Like, we were very much getting into DVDs. An actual tape from your childhood. You still know that burning a CD does not mean setting a CD on fire? Yeah, burning. Oh my god, I forgot about that. It used to be so expensive too. Like, the craziest thing about burning CDs, by the way, is that it wasn't cheap. You would literally have to go to Best Buy and buy like a fucking like $50 worth of blank CDs. But then you had a bunch of them. But then the quality usually wasn't that good. Oh my god, Misfire, that's an incredible drag name. Maybe that should be my corn name. What if I change my corn name to Link? Could be fun. I feel like it's nerdy. I have to. That's so funny. Like, that actually... Can I get residuals? No. It's too good. It's honestly incredible. I really have, like, all jokes aside, I have genuinely been thinking about, like, should I have a corn name? But I was hoping to just keep my first name Adam. I feel like it would be really weird to do, like, content with a person and they were calling me, like, another, like, human name that's not mine. Adam's apple. Because you're gonna put an apostrophe in my name? Fucking Heidi N Closet type of name. Used to download JPEGs of men on dial-up and burn to CDs and view them on a DVD player in my room. Wow, Gayoshi, that is some millennial type of activity. Adam Tops. Yeah, but that can be kind of limiting, honestly. Okay, I am gonna make coffee. I'll be right back again. Good luck, everyone. Stay in school. I already have a mug in here. I'm just gonna use it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I should not be drinking coffee right now. I always do this to myself. I drink coffee like at like 1 or 2 a.m. and then I don't go to bed until like 8 a.m. Sick freak. Hi, MLA, how are you? You would pay to see me do straight corn. Last video. Wait, really, Akuma? Wait, you put it in the Discord? Wait, I want to see it. I'm gonna have to watch it later. I believe in you. I'm sure it's lovely. But then we get to literally see the guy. It's payday and it's gone. Please. You burned a CD recently to make a cassette? That's crazy. Who the fuck is making cassette tapes in this economy? I don't even remember how to make a cassette anymore. But you have to like record it in real time? Like, don't you literally have to like play the tape through to make a cassette? Damn, Not He isn't even that hot. I'm gonna skip this one. People go, don't kink shame, but fuck that foreskin with insects fetish that's popularizing. What? I feel like I need more clarification. Are they putting the insects in the foreskin, or are banning this person? Also popularizing? Who? Is this better or worse than people losing their bones? I don't know. Google AI is saying that cockroaches get their name because they live in your penis. Use a stereo CD tray to record it onto the tape. Oh, they make like a device that does that? That makes sense. These TikTok trends have gotten out of hand. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of this. So, but I will say on the topic of like kink shaming in general, like I think everybody should do whatever the fuck they want to do. Like life is too short. If putting bugs in your dick is like the thing you want to do with your life, like I'm not going to judge you. I don't want to be a part of it, and I certainly don't want to see it, but that's not kink shaming. That's just I have a preference of not being near you while you do that. It's animal abuse. Yeah, you know what? No, wait, no, hold on. Now that you mention it, I wonder if that's like veering into like illegal to post that kind of content. Because like you couldn't do that with like a dog. Like you could literally go to jail for that. Is it a crime? But on the other hand, there's like scabies and stuff. There's like bugs that want to get in there. So maybe that's the answer. Maybe those people just need to go out and get scabies on purpose. Be in the middle by getting scabies. I fear that if this chat were ever to meet up, there would be 3 groups. An orgy / gooning, the neurodivergent stimming and hyperfixating, and the ones doing both and getting the orgy people water. Yeah. I think this is probably pretty accurate. I think, yeah. Honestly. Group 1. Yeah, it would probably be a wombo combo. Where's the crimes group? You think a group would form to do crime? If this chat met up? What kind of crime? What kind of crime? And a group of bitterness. Maybe we should do a big chat meetup. That way there can be more chat drama. I think that would be really nice. I can't imagine you guys in the same room together because I already know some of you don't like each other. So it's like, I can't imagine what that would look like. It would be hilarious. Tag who you don't like, please. Which drag bracket are you? Yep, no one hates you. No, I don't think anyone hates you, Dill. I know a lot of people have Venestra literally blocked. Including multiple of the mods have Venestra like fully blocked. Which I've never understood because I don't think Venestra's ever done anything that crazy or bad, but I think I just don't understand. Not fight, fucking drink. Dylan Lexus are your favorites. He just says shitty takes. That's why they have him blocked. I tolerate and am fond of most of you. Yeah. I feel like that's how I feel too. I tolerate and am fond of most of you. You still have certain mods blocked? Well, yeah, that doesn't surprise me with you, Axel. You're quite petty. Venestra's a lot, but I mostly like him. Still here tolerating? Good. So funny. You guys are so funny. I'm gonna scream. My cousin keeps hitting me up on Sniffies with new accounts trying to hook up with me anon. I know it's him because I know his torso now, and he knows it's me because of where I live. He's not unattractive by any means, but like, bro, we're still cousins. Not first or second cousins, please. Yeah. I don't even know. Like, it's crazy enough to go to your cousin and be like, hey, we should bang. Like, that in itself is crazy enough. The idea that you've already been like, hey, we're not going to do that because we're cousins. But then the persistence. It's the persistence that makes this extra crazy. Yeah, making new accounts is, like, insane. Like, this is actually insane. Your ex-wife's cousin tried to hook up with you? Well, that could be fun. I mean, you're not married anymore, so. Have your senior class married one of their cousins? I remember reading the story about, not Kanye West giving you head. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I remember reading the story about a married couple who realized that they were siblings, and then they just stayed married. Like they found out that, like, because one of them didn't really know their father super well, and they found out that, like, the one person's father had cheated on his mom or something with his wife's mom, and therefore they were technically half siblings. And they literally just stayed married. And we're still considering having children, which I feel like at a certain point is, like, illegal? Isn't that illegal? Like, I don't think you can just, like, marry and fuck your brother. Can you do that? you know, having kids is crazy. I feel like that's like literally like a crime. It goes by state. Yeah, maybe they were in a southern state. The doctor was no, it wasn't the doctor who inseminated all their patients. It was just like a really unlucky situation. But I also think that to a certain degree, that's what happens with these fucking people who date people who look like them. You know what I mean? Like everybody knows those people who like date a person who looks just like them. It's like, what did you expect? Especially if you had like a promiscuous father. You think any state allegedly married sibling? Yeah. Abby in The Last of Us 2 dating a man that looks like her dad. I thought... Oh, Abby. I thought you were talking about the lesbian. I was gonna say, I thought she was a lesbian. I did not watch or play all of The Last of Us 2 yet. So I don't know. But I feel like it's different if you're dating someone who looks like your dad. You're probably not related to them. Although, could be an uncle. You never know. Cuties in chat didn't get the problematic corn category, right? The S-Y that I mean is 3 letters, James Bond. Why don't you just say spy? That's not like a banned term. It's just a word that you can say. Miss Danae! Oh my god, Miss Danae, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hi, Davin. Hi, Miss Danae. Hi, Momo. Hi, the Joker. How are you all doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. How was your stream? What were you doing?
Just packed in here. There's so many of those dudes just.
I think my alerts are broken.
There's so many of those dudes.
Okay, fixed it. How are you? Miss Dina Dance. You're not dancing? Why aren't you? Why aren't you dancing? I miss you. We need to play games together soon. Everybody make sure you're following Miss Danae. If you don't know Miss Danae, she's great. She's lovely. She's amazing. She's beautiful. She's talented. Have you still been going to those protests? You have too many sins that will die with me. Hi, Lil Shawty. No, literally, Lexus. The amount of people who date people who look like they could be related is actually crazy. I don't understand why. I guess I kind of do. Like, okay, so if I could, like, date a clone of myself, I probably would. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm narcissistic enough where it's like, if I had a clone of myself, I would probably at least fuck it. So I guess I kind of get it. But also it's just like weird. Like, it's like, but that's different because it would be me. You know what I mean? Old Europe. I mean, apparently also modern day America. People be incesting. Oh god, this is rough. I'm in love with a Zionist. His dick is so good, but his takes are so trash. This is rough. Honestly, this is rough. Sometimes you're curious as well. Yeah, how you actually are. Literally catnaps. Yeah, I don't know who said this, but I want to ban you immediately. I don't know how to help you. Like, what do you... I don't think I could fuck somebody that is, like, that dumb. Like, if you don't fuck with people who are cool with genocide. Like, did you explain to him? Like... You have a kill on sight policy for all of your potential doubles and clones. See, I don't have that policy, so I hope that my clone wouldn't try to kill me either. What's a Zionist? A Zionist is somebody who thinks that, like, basically it's somebody who believes in, like, the ethnic cleansing of Palestinian people. So, like, they're typically people who kind of believe that like Israel belongs to Jewish people exclusively, and anyone else should get out and also die. It's not a good type of person to be. And you're fucking yeah, no, literally. I would not. I can't imagine. Yeah, it's not just Republicans. Unfortunately, so not to get like too into political history because it's not that interesting, but the US has been aligned with Israel for literally a century. Like our relationship with Israel goes back to like World War II, where we started to basically help Israel colonize Palestine because we wanted an ally in the Middle East, essentially. So for many, many like decades, a century even, the United States has been on the side of Israel, like politically speaking, and has condoned a lot of mass genocides in the Middle East, and provided a lot of weapons to Israel and all that kind of stuff. Like it goes back like a long fucking time. It's only very recent that there's been a big like wave of Americans pushing back against Zionism, because a lot of people just didn't understand, like the average person just doesn't understand the complexities of what's going on in the Middle East. It's an extremely complicated like geopolitical situation. It's maybe one of the most complicated like in the world. So like a lot of people either just don't care or they just hear bits of it and get confused. But yeah, it's not great. And it's also the situation where like America's kind of been the villain in that story for like the past 100 years. Exactly, Davin. Yeah, basically after World War II, and really around the whole World War II situation, when Jewish people were trying to flee like Europe, they were going back to Israel and then wanted to expand outward and colonize the areas around it. As long as the politics don't affect them, they won't care. Yeah. The thing is that it's like, but a lot of people don't understand is that these politics affect everybody, whether you know about them or not. It's just people think that it's like, oh, because it's in the Middle East, it doesn't really affect me. And it's like, girl, it fucking does. America's been so tied to the Middle East for literally like hundreds of years. Like, it's crazy to think that it doesn't affect you, but I think a lot of people just don't. They're just not interested enough to like learn. But it's like not that like these days you can literally like read one book or like I don't know, just like, well, I was gonna say just Google it, but you might find a lot of misinformation. But I don't know, like watch one reputable like video essay and they'll teach you all about the relationship between Israel and Palestine and how America is involved. Everything's interwoven, literally. Think that Trump administration won't affect them? Yeah. If only. Hi, Lurch. How are you? Yeah, no. I wish there was a country I could flee to where the Trump administration wouldn't affect me. That would be really nice. Reddit is not a good place to find info. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, what? I called my roommate's ex-boyfriend into the IRS because he's been committing tax evasion for at least 10 years of his life, is a thriving business owner, but we found out he was cheating on her and likes to get pegged while wearing women's underwear by random women. That's wild. Like, as in, I have follow-up questions. As in, he liked to get pegged by your roommate, but he was secretly wearing other women's underwear during the pegging, or was he also getting pegged by other random women? Karma's a bitch, yeah. Did the IRS do anything? He's getting pegged by the IRS. Well, yes. Oh, also welcome in, Raiders. Hi. If you don't know me, my name's Dollthighs. We're currently doing anonymous confessions, because I like to see what you sick freaks have to say, and some of you are too ashamed to talk about it in chat. Shove the taxes up his ass. Not your thing, just stating facts, please. Danae's chat's used to RBS, yes. I would assume so, yeah. Axel, I'm gonna give you a option. Because this next confession is a direct attack on Axel. Would you like me to read it or no? It's okay to say no. I honestly kind of just want to skip it. It's up to you though. But Axel's always catching strays in these confessions. It's been a while. Go ahead. All right. All right. You were 100% right about Axel being ugly. I don't know why you keep him around anymore. He's a plague to you and your community. I love you, Axel. This is probably one of the mods that you have blocked. It can't be for real. We were literally just talking about how if this chat ever got together in public, it would be so fucking dramatic. Because some of these people just absolutely despise each other. And I do find it amusing. Who wrote that? I don't know. I don't know who Axel has beef with. Punish isn't even here. Yeah, that's true. Punish would just tell you to your face if that's how he felt. I'm not gonna read this one just because I get that it's a joke, but it's a little eugenicsy in a way that I don't like. Some of you are not well. Okay. I will always vote blue, but I think it's weird that race is so into US politics. I don't think it's wrong, for example, a black man to want conservative ideals. He's not suddenly a villain. It blows up that these people fall into MAGA, though, because the alternative is woke. There is you things that you do, like, no. No. I mean, unfortunately, it's just, in America, race is always going to be political. Just like being a gay and trans is always going to be political. Like, I understand the sentiment, but like this is America, diva. It's a country that was truly like built on like slavery and oppression. So like, yeah, it's like, it's baked in, diva. So, it's about the fitness industry, please. Like, I get what you're saying, but also, like, the problem is that, like, the US is not, like, conservative in the US is not actually conservative. Like, that is the problem. If anything, the like conservative party is the most like radical part of the US political system. So like yeah, MAGA is not conservative. It's just like it's really it's like I under like if minority groups had like genuinely conservative ideas, like they like when we're talking about conservative, I'm talking like about like fiscal things like taxes and shit like that. Like that's a different story, but it's like a lot of that stuff is all just a fucking like it's smoke and mirrors. Like fiscally conservative is not a real thing in the US anymore. I'm not sure it ever really was. You know what I mean? It's just a cover for racist beliefs. So it's like I think a lot of people just can't see through the like bullshit. Who's up smoking mirrors? It literally means being aware of systematic racism against black people. Yeah. I mean, that was definitely like the original intention of the term woke. They call themselves awake. That's so white of them. I feel like it's the like calling things woke. It's the same thing as like when people used to call people liberal, like as a slur. Like that was back when you remember when people would be like, oh, these like crazy liberals, and now it's just like we've gotten desensitized to the word liberal, so they needed like a new word, and of course they picked like an AVE word because they're racist. I don't know. Can you go back to the confession so I can screenshot it? The one about you? There you go. Why are you screenshotting it? Who are you sending it to? Oh yeah, the Matrix is so transcoded. It's like so it's just like when conservative people say all the like red pill blue pill stuff, it's literally the same shit as like when all the conservatives went to see Wicked and then they thought that like in Wicked like Elphaba was like a metaphor for Donald Trump. It's like they're just dumb. Like they're just not very smart. Like like that's really just what it comes down to. That was a whole thing. Did you not see the discourse online where people were making fun of MAGA people for liking Wicked because it's literally like entirely about like a fascist regime scapegoating a minority group? Like that's literally like the whole point of Wicked. With like, you know, taking away the ability to speak from the animals and shit like that. This Elphaba who advocates for the animals, literally. It's the same people watch Ben Shapiro, yeah. Oh my god, speaking of which, that's so weird. I thought Wicked was overrated. I liked the first song more than the last one too. Is the play better? Mufasa was rubbish, but Brother was the best song between the two movies. I did not watch Mufasa because it just looked bad. And as much as I appreciate Lin-Manuel Miranda, ever since he sold out to Disney, his work has definitely suffered. But is the play better? Like, I don't know how to answer that question because it's like I saw Wicked for the first time when I was like 16. So that musical has been like baked into my fucking subconscious since I was like in high school. It's really difficult for me to judge it like objectively because I just know it so well. What I will say is that generally speaking, people who liked the musical liked the movie. So, but the play is different. I mean, like, it's a play, obviously, so it's a completely different experience. I mean, also, you have to remember the first Wicked movie is only the first act of the play. And they did stretch it out. Like, they added a lot of extra shit that was not in the musical. They made every song like way longer. That is my one like gripe with the movie, was that I feel like a lot of times they like interrupted the song to do a lot of extra shit that wasn't necessary. Like, they did that constantly. Yeah, certain songs were stretched out. 100%. Like, Defying Gravity was longer for some reason. It's already a really long song. Dancing Through Life in the stage show is like a 10-minute number. It's already very long. In the movie, that's like a 30-minute sequence. Like, there's so much shit that they just really stretched out in the movie. And I think it was just solely because they wanted to make it 2 movies to really make as much money as possible. I don't think it was bad. Like, it's still very watchable. But A Sentimental Man is the worst song in both. It's definitely not a good song. I also hate Something Bad Is Happening in Oz. It's such a fucking boring song. It's not fun or entertaining. It's important. But I will say, okay, so A Sentimental Man is important because, so like, without going like too much into like musical theater structure, generally speaking, in a musical, there's something called an I want song, which is usually they happen very early on in a musical. It's usually sung by the protagonist. The whole point is to like make that character more empathetic. Great example is The Wizard and I is an I want song. Yes, it is an I want song, yes. But then A Sentimental Man is what's called an I am song, which is traditionally sang by a villain. So the reason A Sentimental Man is important is because from a musical theater perspective, it structurally places the wizard as a villain, even though in Wicked, technically the like real antagonist of Wicked is actually Glenda. So it's like Wicked's like a really interesting like structured like sort of the antagonist protagonist like relationship, because of the fact that it's a story about a like character who's traditionally seen as a villain being portrayed as the protagonist. And, like, the way that Stephen Schwartz wrote the music, it's basically like intentionally like a deconstruction of your typical musical theater structure. So I understand the point of A Sentimental Man. It's like a little like, haha, got you. Like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? You don't remember the name, but the I Wish song from Into the Woods. Yeah, that's a very complicated example, but yes, that is definitely an I Want song. Glenda needed a big teardown in the movie. She gets, well, we've only saw Act 1. I was gonna say, you haven't seen Act 2 yet if you've never seen the stage show, because a lot of bad shit happens to Glenda. Glenda has some of the best fucking songs. Thank Goodness, fucking iconic. I can't wait. You hated Glenda? I personally really like Glenda, but I've also seen the entire thing, so I don't know. I think if I had only seen Act 1, like, just watching Act 1 of Wicked on its own is actually crazy. Like, the fact that they decided to do it like that and then not release the next movie until a year later is so crazy to me, because it's like not... Act 1 literally just takes you to the point where she becomes the Wicked Witch. Like, it doesn't cover anything that happens with Dorothy, which is like really the important shit. It's gonna have people gooped, yeah. No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say any spoilers. I just think it's kind of wild. It's, I guess, like, honestly, that's what I would say is that, like, if you didn't like Wicked, but you generally like musicals, it could just be that it's because you only saw Act 1. And Act 2 has some of the best songs. Like, literally, like, some of the best numbers are in Act 2. Do you think Dorothy and Alice in Wonderland would be friends or have beef? Dorothy's kind of an asshole, but so is Alice, so I'm not sure. Better than Defying Gravity? Yes. I would personally argue that Thank Goodness is better than Defying Gravity. I think March of the Witch Hunters, fucking iconic. Oh my god. Wonderful. The song Wonderful, literally my favorite song from Wicked, I think. Which is that's a very controversial take. Oh yeah, No Good Deed. Wonderwall, yeah. No, Wonderful is a song that the Wizard sings in Act 2, and it's honestly so good. It's so like riddled with like really great like political satire. I love it so much. Yeah, No Good Deed is a lot of people's favorite song. I always forget about that one. Okay, I had to throw away my first tablet at my high school's dumpster. It was a Kindle Fire because I downloaded so much porn from illegal websites. The government message blocked my internet access. I got a warning. I hope my FBI agent enjoyed gooning. What kind of fucking illegal websites? Girl. Diva. Get it together. Is this a potential corn name for me? Adam Dolly? That's First off, that's a terrible name for a lot of reasons. First off, it doesn't sound good. Second, why would I make it something that is going to be unsearchable? Because if it's said different than it's spelled, it's just going to be impossible for people to find me. Darley Parton. This is such a bad idea. No. You like Link for Link in Bio? Yeah, no, I actually do too. If I was gonna have a corn name, I think it would be Link in Bio. Adam Warlock is crazy. That's literally a copywritten IP. Like, you're literally just trying to get me sued by Disney. Darley Hartman? My boyfriend and I currently have a lifetime supply of lube, and you're probably wondering why. He decided to order some off Amazon without realizing auto order was turned on for this, so they came every week for 6 months. After the first box, he assumed all the other packages were just mine and threw them in our storage closet. Whenever I noticed them, I assumed it was gifts or surprises for him and ignored them. Funny part is, I'm asexual, so we're never gonna use it all. Yeah, I think lube does go bad. Miss Adina Humps would be a great corn name. Every confession should start with father. You know what? You might be onto something. The corn name should be Prince Harming. Oh, Lurch, there's a handful of aces in this chat for sure. Use K-Lube? What the fuck is that? Huh? I sent my dog's wet shit to my ex for a year to find closure for him cheating on me. I need more information. What the fuck do you mean you sent it to them? Like, in the mail? Like you were mailing boxes of wet shit? Like, how did you send it? Korean lube. What were the steps for this? Yeah, literally. I'm so confused. I guess you could pick up the shit in like a bag and then like fill it up like a water balloon and then like throw it. But I think that's assault. Sprinkle powdered milk on their lawn after it rains. What the fuck does that do? You wish my breakup wasn't amicable so we could try this. Burning dog shit bags on the porch. That's crazy. That's like diabolical. It is so weird that I'm single now. Hi, Adam. Longtime listener, first time caller. I'm one of your normal viewers, as my hands are above my waist at all times. You're genuinely funny. I wish you the best. Sex in the City is a pile of shit. You ghost wrote this? It's just I love it because it's so out of pocket. It's just so it really just feels like two completely different thoughts. Kim Cattrall lurking in the chat. Kim Cattrall, one of my longtime viewers. I would die if I ever met Kim Cattrall. I actually love her. I love that they paid her millions of dollars to film one scene in the spin-off series and Just Like That. And it's literally just a scene of her sitting in a car alone because she refused to come on set and interact with anyone from like the actual production. Like she didn't want to see any of them. Yet they still paid her millions of dollars to sit in a car and film a scene alone where she talked to the phone. Like, that's iconic. Like, good for her. I love that mods know which mod wrote this. I feel like it could have been any of you. Why do they hate each other? It's actually really hard to say because there's a lot of conflicting information about what happened on set. Excuse me. But more or less, I think a lot of it came down to the fact that Kim Cattrall did not feel like she was really being treated the way that she deserved. And Sarah Jessica Parker was an executive producer on the show. They never really got along. They were never really friends, according to Kim Cattrall. And things just escalated as the show became more and more successful and they became more and more famous and made more and more money. There were some reports that Kim Cattrall was upset that Sarah Jessica Parker made so much more money than her, which is also fair. I don't know how true that is, but that would be fair considering like Kim Cattrall, like at the end of the day, when you watch Sex and the City, all four of them kind of are equally important. Like, they all have like pretty equal screen time. The show doesn't really work without all four of them there, but money wise, Sarah Jessica Parker made a lot more money than the other three, and Kim Cattrall had to do a lot more like full nudity, sex scenes. They also made her do a lot of things that she didn't really want to do. And actually, pretty much all of the actresses have kind of spoken about that, except for Sarah Jessica Parker, obviously, because she was an executive producer, so she didn't have to do anything she didn't want to do. But like, I remember the actress who played Charlotte spoke a lot about being like having to do certain bits that she never wanted to do. Like in the Sex and the City movie, Charlotte very famously shits her pants, and it's like a big like joke. Like it's one of the big like punchlines of a scene where Charlotte like shits her pants. It's funny. It was funny, but the actress really didn't want to do it, and to this day she's still upset about it, because to this day she like that's the first thing people say to her. Like a decades later, people are like, "Oh my god, I love that time that you shit your pants." It's like crazy to think it's like she put like probably a decade of her life's work into that show, creating like an iconic character, and that's the main thing people remember is the time that she shit her pants. So like I get it. I feel like the production and the writing of that show, I could see how it could have caused some tension, and Kim Cattrall just like didn't want to take it the way the others did. But also at the same time, like, I don't know, the show is funny. Like, I was recently rewatching some episodes, and like it is still funny. It's just also very offensive at times. On the topic of doppelbangers, if there was a top version of me, why yes. Not sure if narcissism or loving myself. I would 100% fuck myself. Period. Like, I feel like that's fine. Like, why not? Like, who cares? Is that wrong? Is it wrong to want to fuck yourself? I feel like that's just being confident. Oh my god, my hair is driving me crazy. Sexy, confident. You know, I've only ever heard that song once, but I know that part because Lane sings it all the time and it drives me fucking insane. Is it you if it's if it's other whole person? Well, if it's a clone, like technically like genetically it's me. But I guess like they're probably gonna act and behave differently because they probably had like different life circumstances, right? I don't really know. I guess that's like the nature versus nurture thing. But like theoretically, yeah, if I met a clone of myself like today and we had basically lived entirely different lives up until the age of 30, I feel like maybe it would be different. But then again, if they could take me right now and clone me exactly as I am, and like the new me thinks they're me, I feel like that's different. Because then it basically is me. You'd enter and become her? I guess in my mind, I'm like, a clone would be really helpful. Also, it would be a great gimmick for My Socials Are Pinned. You know what I mean? I feel like that alone would carry me to like superstardom. Isn't that just twincest? No, because we wouldn't be twins. Like, I feel like twins is different because they're like grew up together and were like raised together and they were kids and stuff. Like, that's a completely different situation than suddenly having an exact copy of myself today at the age that I am currently at. Yeah, literally, you could alternate work. They almost went there with Mickey 17. What the fuck is Mickey 17? Photoshopping himself to promote. I have no idea. Probably Ray. I mean, there are actually twincest corn creators. Like, they're out there. Thank you for the follow. 102 days of not sex. Wait, do you change your name every single day to match how many days it's been since you didn't have sex? Because that's pretty powerful. Movie starring Robert Pattinson where he gets... Oh, yes. I've seen the trailers for that. I know what you're talking about. Adam 12 is 12. What? What? Not the Island Boys. Overwatch is more toxic than Call of Duty, to be pretty fucking honest. I've never played Call of Duty, but I could see that. I mean, Overwatch is definitely toxic. I said 102. 102 days of not sex. Yeah. My boobs hurt so bad. Like, my muscles are so fucking sore, I'm gonna scream. It would be pretty cute if you both streamed, you coordinated half tops. Like, I wore the top half and then he wore the bottom half. I don't think the stream could handle two of me at the same time. I think that would be insufferable. Post-game chats in COD are some of the worst people I have ever had the displeasure of interacting with. Hi, Lane. How are you? You follow Lane? Where are you following him to? Lane, I have a question for you, because you rename yourself constantly. So, I think it was Misfire who recommended that my corn name should be Link, but like my full name would be Lincoln Bio. How does that make you feel? Like Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln? Is that a hot corn name? Yeah, Lincoln Bio. Not Lincoln Log. Ew. I think I'm literally gonna start typing Lincoln Bio in my TikTok. Because you can't type the word link in TikTok. Like, link itself is a banned term. Log implies number 2. That's true. You're not wrong. This is an insane confession. One time I hooked up with a gorgeous man. While we were doing the deed, he put on what I thought was a different kind of lube. As I was topping, my face was going numb, my mouth numb, couldn't feel my dick, and couldn't form words because my mouth was numb. I had a panic attack in the middle of sex because I thought he had drugged me. Afterwards, I found out that he put numbing cream on my dick because he said it was too big, and I couldn't have sex for like a year after that. Lamau, I'm great now. Ha ha ha. The way this is worded is insane. Also, hi, Haslands. What? Isn't that illegal? I mean, I feel like numbing cream isn't like, it's not like he put like, I don't know, like heroin on his dick. It is a little crazy to put numbing cream on someone's dick without telling them. Like, that's kind of wild. Because, like, first off, you don't know what kind of fucking allergies that person has. Second, what the fuck? How much numbing cream did he use that your fucking face and mouth went numb? Because that's crazy. I've never used any sort of numbing cream, but that doesn't sound right. The lack of consent is tricky. I mean, I guess they probably didn't think it was like as gonna be as effective, maybe? I don't know. You're supposed to wait 15 minutes after you use the numbing cream. I also could just say, if you can't take someone's dick, then like, sorry, get better. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you shouldn't be bottoming. God didn't want you to take that dick. He would have designed you for it. Yeah. True. Also, Lane, are you back from the drag show? How was the drag show? Did you win? Did you perform tonight, or is that in the future? It's retired size queen. Train your asshole with butt plugs. Yeah. You perform next week. Oh, that's fun. I'm excited to see it. I can't wait to see it. I mean, I guess I'm not going to see it unless you like live stream it, which I feel like you can't. Well, are you going to have somebody record it? You picked up tips today. If you can't take someone's dick, you usually end up topping. I mean, personally, I've never been in a situation where I was bottoming and couldn't take someone's dick. But I've also never been with a man who had a bigger dick than me. So, like, I don't know. Maybe I've just never been with one of these, like, monstrous dicks. You know what I mean? But I'm also not that much of a bottom. Collab time. I knew you were going to say something Haslets. Yeah. No, 100%. Has literally, like, all jokes aside, I would love to collab with you. I think it would be really fun. It would be a fun friendship activity. That deep dish. No, I don't even think mine's like that big, honestly. Like, I just think I've maybe just never really been with a guy who had like a massive schlong. Friends, yeah. Are you in the US still? I think I saw on Twitter you were in Lane's state. The state in which Lane resides. Was 12 by 7? The fuck does that mean? Come visit you? This music is taking you out? Yeah, no, it really is. It's like unlicensed, like, it's like Legend of Zelda or like Sims fucking music. The craziest part is this music is a like royalty free, yet I still get copyright striked for it on YouTube. Still. I don't know why. Dear God. Okay. Who are your favorite gay icons? In no particular order, mine are Katy Perry, Jojo Siwa, and the Laughing Cow mascot. Whoever the fuck sent this, like, I feel like what I need is a way that Anonymous Confessions will allow me to like press a button. Like, it can stay anonymous, but when I press a button, the person who sent it gets banned. Like, that's really what I need. I need to be able to ban people anonymously. You're performing Women's World next week. Also, I totally would come visit Haz if I had the money, but I fear I am impoverished. Although I recently learned it's very cheap to fly to Las Vegas because James wanted me to come to Las Vegas. And when we were looking at flights, it's like $250. So it's like, why the fuck is it $250 to fly to Las Vegas? But then it's like $700 or $800 to fly to California or Seattle. Like, what the fuck? It's not that much farther. Like, most of the plane ride is to Las Vegas. I wonder if it's cheaper to fly to Las Vegas and then fly to the Tariff the Air and then fly to wherever you would be from there, maybe. So I have to look into it. Depending on the time of the year and the time of the week. No, I swear to you, it's just cheap to fly to Las Vegas for some reason. I don't know why. It's some sort of fucking like Las Vegas like pyramid scheme. It's like they want to get you in there because they want you to like spend all your money once you're there. So they keep the flights cheap. Okay, sorry. Who are my favorite gay icons? Barbie is one of my favorites. Taylor Javelle, gay icon. Is Taylor gay? She's bisexual. Yeah. That's actually part of the reason I became friends with Taylor is because when I first found her stream, she was one of the only like big streamers with like many thousands of viewers that streamed with the LGBTQ tag. And I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. But the reason she doesn't really talk about it on stream is because like people will ask her like, are you gay? And then like she'll be like, oh yeah, like I like men and women. And then her entire chat is just like Gage. Like her chat just gets spammed with fucking Gage. So I think that's why she doesn't really talk about it on stream too much. But yeah, she's openly bisexual. It's not like a secret. As far as I'm aware. I mean, I've seen her talk about it on stream multiple times. But yeah, love her. She's great. What was I about to say? Outing Taylor live on stream. Oh my god. Gay icons, other gay icons, Liza Minnelli. Oh, Patti LuPone. Duh. Patti LuPone. Patti fucking LuPone. One of the greatest gay icons of all times. One of my favorite things about Patti LuPone was when Ari Aster asked her to be in the film Beau is Afraid. Her first assumption was that Ari Aster was gay. She literally said to him, why do you want me? Are you gay? You looked up round trip flight from where you are to Vancouver. Is it really, Has? When I went to California, I swear to you, the flight was like $700. Maybe it's just more expensive to fly to California. Oh, Jennifer Coolidge, love her. Yeah. Okay, that's actually not as bad as I thought, Has. Yeah, no, maybe I'll have to plan a trip. My flight round flight back to Atlanta from SD was $700. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy how sometimes it's like $300 and sometimes it's like $1,000. Love that Patti LuPone loves to talk shit about Madonna. Yeah, she also loves to talk shit about Donald Trump, which I also very much appreciate. That's cheaper than you flying to Seattle? Really? Are you sure you're not looking at one of those like rinky-dink airlines that's gonna like explode when I get on it? Is this actually just a ploy for you to assassinate me and steal all my viewers? like I know you like to do. Also, hi, Munch Crisis. That's Spirit Airlines, no carry-on. Is this Boeing? Isn't that just all airline? Yeah, probably. I mean, there was a plane that flipped over at the Toronto airport near me. So. Please. Okay, yes, I'm a Zionist fucker. Okay, who cares? The world is going to shit because of Donald Orange Trump, and we have better shit to worry about than who I date. You're all hypocrites. Well, they already admitted it earlier. They're not saying that they're a Zionist. They're saying that they fuck a Zionist. This was the person earlier. The person earlier who's fucking a Zionist, and they didn't know what to do about it. It seems that we've made them angry. Struck a chord. I mean, listen. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge you, but I know that I couldn't. Because the second that we started having a conversation, I would be like, I just think you're so stupid. Like, to the person, not to you, but to the person who's a Zionist, I literally wouldn't be able to have a conversation with them. Not that I could fix them. I don't even think it's that. It's just that they're fucking somebody who's a Zionist. I don't think they're like in a relationship. There are better men out there. That's also true. It's true. I mean, it's definitely tough to find. I don't know though. It's like whenever even just I've been single for fucking 2 weeks, and when people like hit me up and they have terrible opinions about life and the world, I instantly shut that shit down and either move on, or they're like, oh wait, never mind, you have a point. You know what I mean? But I'm also not the kind of person who can just fucking like let people be dumb and then want to like pursue them in a sexual or romantic way. Like, that's crazy. This boycott Zionist peeners. Yeah, I couldn't. Like on the Saw franchise, I have great opinions on the Saw franchise, you'll find. I think Hassan is only as popular and liked not because of his political or because of his politics, but because many of the people went to sleep with him or be him. Yeah. I mean, he's also rich. If you didn't know that. Like, Hassan, like, was, like, born into money. So he kind of had a bit of a jump start on the whole, like, content creation thing. Like, it's a lot easier to become a successful content creator when you have, like, a shit ton of money and connections and resources at your disposal. Like, and it's not to like discredit his content, because I do think he's a good content creator, but it's also just like, if I had the kind of money that he had, I would probably also be way more successful at content. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't have the money to like hire a video editor and like, you know, do all the kind of shit that can really like jumpstart you into like real success as a content creator. So like most content creators, I do that shit myself, and it's a lot of work, and I slack in some categories, and like Hassan only because he's hot and his undiagnosed neurospicy moments. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like the biggest fan of, like, I don't know, I don't have a problem with him. I think he's fine. I think he's a good streamer. I just don't, he's not somebody that I like watch regularly. His chat kind of annoys me a little bit, personally. It's not even him, it's just like, I don't know, I think his chat is a little like a little weird. You only follow him on Instagram and TikTok? Oh, I've only really watched him like on Twitch. Can be a bit overstimulating. It's not even that, I just feel like it's a lot of like, I don't know. It's just so much of his content is so political that it's just a lot of people having like bad takes. He yells at them all the time because they're weird, yeah. You're talking about parasocial, look at Hassan's chat. I'm still here, by the way. Unless I went to bed, then I'm not here, by the way. Good, good, good. Good shit. Got it. Still here, by the way. Also want to be praised for liking him. Hi, Crafty Curler, how are you? What the fuck? I have a pretty decent amount of sex. However, I have learned how to perfect faking getting off. While I enjoy having sex, most guys can't get fucked long enough or in the right position enough for me to get off, since there's only a singular spot on my dick that requires being stimulated to get me off. If it doesn't get stimulated, I will not get off no matter how long someone works it. I think it's been 5 months since the last time I came while fucking someone. Huh? What? Wait, why don't you just wait? What? Hold on. No, hold on. Like, I have had many times where I have, you know, topped and I got the bottom finished because I know what I'm doing, but then I couldn't finish for some reason, either position or whatever. So, but I didn't fake it. I just, you know, you go, all right, great, and then you just, you know, finish yourself off. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's weird. I can't imagine. Like, I feel like it's less weird to like pull out and then like, you know, back shots or something. You know what I mean? I'm so confused. Let's stand in a corner of shame for drinking a glass of milk. This is really wild. I've never heard of a man faking an orgasm. 'Cause like, won't they know? Like, a bottom can tell if they're full or not. You know what I mean? You faked a few as a bottom? How? Used to do it for your ex when he had a bad day? What? But if there's no, you know, you can orgasm as a bottom without coming. That's never happened to any of the bottoms I've been with. There's always a, you know, there's always fireworks at the end of the parade. You've had to fake one before because you were so not into it and you wanted it to end. Yeah, but in the end, though, like, it's all gonna come back out. So when nothing comes out, they're gonna be like, huh? I'm so confused. You say you jerked off earlier, you didn't have much in the tank? You faked a top orgasm, but came again, so they thought they got two. Some people orgasm anally? Yeah, but don't you still spooch? I've never had an orgasm where I didn't spooge. They'll know later, but in the moment they'll think it's happening. That's so funny. Spooge. You once topped a dude who wasn't doing it for me. You faked an O and he was like, oh, I can feel it. And I thought, no, you can't. Please. It sounded like he wanted you to, but that's crazy. I have never in my life faked it or had someone fake it with me. There was always a double rainbow. You get too overstimulated and can't get it to come out, but you have to stop moving for them to get. Really? I mean, How would I not know though? Like, I've never seen a spoogeless orgasm. I still don't think that's real. Maybe you're just dehydrated. You're not feeling it halfway through normally when you're high. You just carry fake spooge just in case. See, now that I could understand. Just pull out a little bit of pocket spooge and just slap it on their back. Yeah, that makes sense. It has. But also, like, you're probably dehydrated. But also, if you're doing it that many times, you're definitely dehydrated. You need to drink more water. Not fake it until you make it. I just don't understand why you couldn't just say,